Hello friends, today's video is string validation using Python. Now, when you hear such word and when you hear the code for the such word, it is a very valuable code. Why it is so? The reason behind is that this question is asked in a lot of companies. Might be when you're going to validate a password, when you're going to validate any particular conditional things, then definitely you must understand how to do it. We can use any programming language for it, but for this implementation I have used the Python. We will implement it. I will also upload the code, give the link for the code, as well as we will try to run the code on the PyCharm and debug it together. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's start it. Now if you look at the problem statement, what the problem statement it is about is given is a string and you need to check whether a particular string is valid or not if it has the following properties. First, the length equal or more than 10, at least one numeric character, one uppercase character, one lowercase character, and one special character, and you have to choose it from @ hash, dollar, hyphen, star, and dot. There are the two solutions that I implemented it. One solution that we can all implement easily, this is called as using the for loop. And now let's see the code for that, because I promised you that in the video you will see the code and we will debug it together. So what I made through is that I just use a flag. First condition is the length greater than equal to 10, then it should be a digit, it should have an uppercase, it should have a lowercase, and there is a char list that char list should be there. So if all these conditions are true, then I say return as a 1, return as it false. Let's try to validate it with the help of some string. Let me string is suppose AAA. This is the 3 capital, small a, then 2 digits. Suppose it should be 10. So 3 plus 3 6 8. Then we are using the characters @ hash and dollar and hyphen. Now if we see the length is greater than 10, yes, say me yes or no. Definitely length is greater than the 10. We have used one numeric, we have used one uppercase, one lowercase, we have used some special characters and blah blah blah. Now let's try to pass it through this function, and when you pass it through this function you will get an output, which is output would be what? It would be either 1 or 0. So output string validation. Let's make it true. So what is that? So this is a function, validate is a function, and we pass that this string, this formal argument is equal to the actual argument, and actual argument is a string. Okay, and now let's see print validate the string is so validated if output is 1. We have seen that, and is not validated if output is 0. True. Now this is what we need to know. So let's print so output if for this string that you have passed is, so what is this output? Let me format it. So this is a way of concatenating the strings. Output string, isn't it? Output string validation. Happy with that? Let's first run the code. So let me do a run. Yeah, the output is 1, and if the output is 1, the string is validated. Let us choose a case where the string is not validated. Let's suppose we are choosing this case where there is 3a, small 3a 6, 7 8 9 10 11. Now even the length is greater, but it does not have a it doesn't have a digit, as well as it doesn't have a special character. So when I should run this code, definitely I will get the 0 as an answer, definitely, because the conditions are not satisfied. Let's see the third case where we have a digit, but the answer would be wrong because there is no special character. Let me try to have a special character other than these words. Let's suppose this is a character I am using it, then also the answer would be 0. Bingo, you did that. Now if you want to do a debugging of this code, yeah, you can do it, because debugging is also very important. So for debugging, let's do a step over. So this is a string, and we passed it. So there's a 2 or 3 ways of doing the debugging. One is we recently do, which is called step over. Let's try to do the step into. So when you do a step into, it will go inside the function, see it, then this is a condition, then the second condition is there. So we choose the word, then definitely somewhere so there would be one digit where the flag will become true when the numeric is true. So keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Yeah, 1. At the 1, this becomes a true. So then we go with the other conditions and keep on checking with that. So there's a lot of debugging options. One is a step into, one is a step over, step out of the code. So we have to see which of the debugger that you would apply to see all the execution of this particular code. So keep on doing so. So let's see that when we reach at the end, so we will get some types of flags. So for this particular conditions, if all the flags are true, then definitely we say that okay, bingo, we did a success of that. So I'm keep on doing it for all the cases. So you can even press the F7 to do it very fast. This is a shortcut of that. So and it will keep on moving down, keep on moving down, and yeah, so it will check for the special characters, it will move for everything, and at the end we will see that if this also condition becomes a true, then definitely we have either the function is true or false. So capital, small cases, letters were there, it is a good alphanumeric, but the special characters were not there, so the flag of that becomes a false, and definitely because of this reason, you know, this particular string is not validated. So this is one case, and you know, this is very easy case to anyone can do that, because this is using a loop, and then we use some kind of debugging to understand how the code flows. Second option is using the regex, and we will use a positive look ahead regex. So this is an advanced regex where we will see, check the patterns. So when we say about look ahead or look behind, we talk about non-consuming expression and the main expression. The pattern is checked for the non-consuming expression, which is never consumed, and we get as a result the main expression. Now when I talk about these two words, main expression, non-consuming expressions, and the third is that the pattern after the main expression is looked out, if that particular patterns that after the match main expression is found, then we are highlighting the main expression and avoiding the non-consuming expressions. So when I say these kind of words, your mind get burst out. You say what this person is speaking about. Okay, to do that, let's first go to the solution and see it in a very simple sense what I'm talking about. So let's go with the second solution, which is the regex. So what we are doing is that, okay, we are applying this is called as a look ahead expression. So look ahead regex is very easy to implement, it's not a big deal. So what it is saying, that it's saying that we need to check, this is a condition for that, and this is a regex expression. We need to see that whether the main expression that we have, for example, this is the main expression that we have, that whether the main expression has the pattern which is called as non-consuming expressions. So all these expressions are non-consuming, whereas this is the main expressions, and what we need to find out, we need to find whether the non-consuming expression has A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, and this type of special characters. So we put it along with the main expression, and if you see that when we do with this, we compile it, and then we find if the search is there, it will return as a 1. If the search is not there, it return as a 0. Now the question that comes to your mind is that how we are going to how we are going to visualize this particular regex expression. Don't worry about that. There is a tool which is called as regex expression. So what you need to put, you just need to put your expression here. Suppose I am putting this expression here. So see it very carefully, and this is a very good tool to understand the things. Let me put all this solution here quickly for you to understand it well. This is a very good tool to understand that how the patterns are matched in the regex. And this is our main expression, which is consumption expression, and the expression which is followed by the this braces. So this is called as we can say that circular braces. This is called as non consuming expressions, and this is some conditions that we applied it. Let's suppose this is our expression, and if you can see that this is a positive look ahead, and this is a dot. Dot matches everything except the new line. Then star, it is a quantifier which tells that which sees the pattern before it. Then this question mark is a lazy, this is called as a lazy. It makes the previous quantifier lazy so that the minimum match could occur. That's why we say that at least one lowercase, at least one uppercase. For that we need to have a greedy match. So it makes the quantifier sorry, not greedy, it makes the quantifier lazy. Okay, so this is how very good expressions explanation is done online with the help of a tool. And you can see that every expression is well explained here. And if you want to study about the look ahead, look behind, there is a lot of examples given. For example, this is slash d is a main expression, and this is a non-consuming expression. So it will check for the word px, and if a digit is before the px, it will only highlight the digit, because this is what look ahead does. So it only highlights the main expression, and the non-consuming expression is never highlighted. So I used that concept here to compile the regex with the help of a lazy question mark, which makes the quantifier lazy, so that minimum match could be found, the minimum characters could be found. That's why when we have this this kind of code, we can use that. Now why can't we can try using this particular example. Let's do some kind of debugging. And when we do the debugging, it makes the code very refined and easy to understand. Let us do it here also. So instead of validate, what's the expression we have? We have regex look ahead, bingo. And s is equal to, this is equal to string. Sorry, let me give my breakaway point here. Happy with that. So this is my breakaway point, and this is a debugger that I would like to use. Let me use the debugger now. For which kind of code? This is using the regex look ahead code. And now just wait. So it is let me see whether it is using this function or not. Let me try to create here the breakaway points, and let me try it again, because yeah, so it is not going inside that. Let me see why it happens. Okay, let me see it, what happens. So this is expression that we're using it. Let me see it, what's the problem here. So again, let me see my breakaway point, what happens with my breakaway point. Just give me a second, we're going to resolve it soon. Okay, so now we put the here. Now when it goes to here, this is a particular string it has. So now if I go to the step into the code, it will step into the code. Now this is an expression that is now what it happens when you type step into, it will go inside the functions also. That is the regex function that we don't need to go into. We will step out of the code, and then we will use the step into my code. So what it will say is that this is a total pattern that we matched it. Then it will go to the C match, and definitely because this particular condition is not match, so the match is equal to none. If it is none, then definitely it is going to return me the 0. So for example, suppose another condition is that we have this particular character, that is a special character alpha. And now let's try to do a debug of this code. So when we do a debug of this code, let me do step into my code. So it will go, it will see the patterns, and yeah, So now when we see what is the pattern here, yeah, because what happens, we have this particular symbol which is absolutely not the special character that I'm looking for. In that scenario, it will return me none. Now let's take another conditions to validate the things better. Let me not put this, let me put only the @ and now put a validation. Again go to the code, let me step into my code and see, yeah, there is a match. Bingo. Why the match is there? The capital, uppercase, lowercase, the numeric and the special characters that we need are specified, are satisfied, and hence we got a match. The return is 1 and the code is satisfied. In that way we can use look ahead regex to solve this problem. We can use the loop, and but if you see for the loop the condition is very high. For the loop, we have to make a lot of if else statements or the loops. But if you see what the regex and you have a good understanding of the look ahead or look behind regex, you can do it, and you have some knowledge what is greedy and lazy and how they are affecting the quantifiers which is before them. I think the code is not difficult. Along with that, good thing is that, as I told you, I'm also going to share the code with you. So the code is here. So if you go to my Python basics and the string operations, I will attach it. So this is one of the code, and this is a solution for that code. And along with that, you will also get some more codes, and where the solution of the strings, here the solution of anagram, solution of reverse of the string using the while loop, and here also you will get to see some more codes related to string expressions that I will also write here. That is so that would be the link for the code. So link for the code, so here would be the link for the code. Okay, so this will make the things more easy for you to understand. That's very easy. And finally, it would be a good thank you too for listening and viewing this video. Have a great day. So here we discussed about the string validation, we discussed about a problem statement, we discussed about the first solution using a for loop, we discussed about the second solution using a positive look ahead, we discussed about how to visualize the regex, especially when it is look ahead, look behind. Sometimes it becomes very difficult to understand on your mind. Then you can use this particular online tool or online domain name or online this particular applications to do it. Then the link for the code is there. And finally, a very gracious thanks to you. Thanks for listening.